Hi, this is Brian. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm not in my shop. I'm in Adam's shop out on the farm, and we're working on our Farmall H today. And the point of what we're doing today is when I hand crank the tractor, which I like doing, I always think it should start on the first or the second crank, or hand pull. And I'm making some changes to the tractor to see if that happens. I have some ideas about the carburetor, and let me show you what my plan is.
A couple housekeeping things first. Yes, we do have an electric start on the tractor. It's 6-volt positive ground. It works fantastic. The generator works fantastic. But sometimes I just like to hand start it. But the point is, I think you use a different technique when you hand start versus when you use the electric starter. When you use the higher speed electric starter, you want part throttle and choke. But when we hand crank it, I'm going to use closed throttle and no choke. The engine is cold. It hasn't run in over a day, and it's probably only 50 degrees. And by the way, I did put new plugs in yesterday, and I put new wires on. The tractor had, I think, resistor plugs, but for sure it had resistor wires. And I think George did this when he was a young man in southern Minnesota plowing the fields. He told me that he put a radio in the tractor so he could listen to WCCO radio and listen to the Twins while he was plowing. And they might have put resistor wires on then, and it's been that way. But these are nice copper cord Brillman wires. By the way, we're actually doing a brake job today too, and it's time to start the tractor to take it out on its test drive. Let's talk about the carburetor. That's the point of the video now, isn't it? I did a couple things to the carburetor, and it's no secret I do a lot of carburetor work. First of all, I changed the jet, the idle jet. And that really doesn't have anything to do with hand cranking this thing, but these H's, when they use a number 74 jet, they seem to idle rich. And 74 is the standard jet. I make my own jets anyway, so I made a number 76, which will lean this thing out just a tiny bit. But what I did is I changed the throttle plate, or sometimes people call it the throttle butterfly. And I put a different plate in, and I think that's going to give the idle circuit more authority. And remember, I want the tractor to start on the idle circuit. So let's go up to the throttle quadrant here and get everything ready to go. I believe when you hand crank tractors, they should be at idle, and it is at full idle. And by the way, I love this new hand friction throttle that my friend from New York sent me. Thank you. This is great. We're not going to use any choke. We're going to turn the switch on. We have the parking brake set. And let's see if this tractor now starts on, ideally the second, well, ideally the first crank. Let's see what it does. Well, change of plan. Adam is actually going to do the cranking. So I turn the switch on, and the tractor hasn't run since yesterday. The engine is cold. Give it a crank, Adam. Let's see if it starts. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's nice. That's what I'm after. Well, now Adam will give it a little bit of throttle here. Let's check the oil pressure. If I can get it in there. That's nice. That's nice. Oops, watch the camera here. Yeah, that's what I'm working for. That's what I'm after. I like the new wires. And now we're going to take the tractor for a test drive and adjust our brakes. And then this is done.
Well, I'm sort of pleased with what we did. I'm pleased with the changes that we've made. Everything was worth doing. We're going to take it out and adjust the brakes now. We got new brakes. On the next video, I'm going to bring the plow out because I've been working on it so hard. We're going to hook the plow up today. We're going to go plowing. So, once again, thank you for watching. And Adam and I, we will never forget George and the gift of the tractor that he gave to us. Thank you.